magicians will climb into the ring and try to drop the flying elbow of illusion right between the eyes of our magic ring masters. Can they body slam their way to a Fool-Us trophy, or will they be stopped by a pile driver of proof? Now give it up for our enchanted tag team champions, Penn and Teller! Remember, if Penn and Teller get fooled, they give away a slot in their world-famous magic show, a classy trophy, and international bragging rights. With that in mind, let's meet our first performer.
So I heard this saying that nothing makes math sexier than a board game or a magic trick, and I completely agree. I do a show called Super Nerd, which features magic, mystery, and recreational mathematics. Yeah, I'm definitely a super nerd. I love all things nerdy. I'm not a full-time magician, and I've never actually wanted to be. Because I don't rely on magic for my income, my friend and I started a charity, which allows us to perform the shows we want to perform, but all the money goes to charities we want to support. Creating the trick I'm here to do tonight has been a bit like playing a Fool-Us board game. Hopefully Penn and Teller like board games as much as I do, because tonight I came to play.
Please welcome Caleb Wild.
I've been preparing for this show in an interesting way. Every night I sit in my room and I play a board game. A very specific board game, one that I actually created myself. And I brought that game along with me tonight to share with all of you. I call it Penn and Teller Fool-Us Home Edition. Allison, would you like to play?
Sure.
Let's give her a round of applause.
Hi.
Thank you, Allison. Now, Allison, the setup to this game is very simple. We just need to decide on a target playing card. Now, if you're playing at home, you can do this at random. But since we have Penn and Teller here, I thought maybe they could help us decide on the target card. So Teller, in a moment, I'm going to ask you to choose a value. Penn, you will choose a suit. And together we will combine your choices to create a card that no one could have possibly known. Teller, what value would you like? A king? A king, and Penn, the suit.
Spades.
The king of spades. That will be our target card. Now, Allison, the object of this game is to find that target card in a magic trick. That's how you win.
Okay.
Okay? In fact, if you find the king of spades tonight, I guarantee you will go home with the trophy.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah. Well, that's because I 3D printed a Fool-Us trophy myself.
Aw, that's pretty cute. I'd take it. I would definitely take it.
Now, Allison, inside this box is literally everything we need to play a game of Fool-Us at home. For example, I have the official Penn and Teller Fool-Us Home Edition deck of playing cards. And inside this deck of playing cards, I have two very special jokers. These are jokers you'll actually recognize. As we spread through the pack, you'll see there's Penn.
Big joker.
And there's Teller.
Aww.
Now, if we have Penn and Teller, you know what else we need, Allison?
What?
We need the official Penn and Teller Fool-Us Home Edition Judges' Chairs.
Aww.
You see, this is where Penn and Teller will sit to watch your trick. And at the end, maybe they'll tell us what they think. My favorite component is actually the official Penn and Teller Fool-Us Home Edition stage. Yes, because this is where we display the trophy, yes. And just like in the real show, the trophy
Oh, yeah.
hangs high up in the air.
Aww.
And remember, Allison, if you find that king of spades, that trophy belongs to you.
Oh, I'm going home with that trophy.
Now that the stage is set, it's time to introduce our performers for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Caleb and Allison. Now, Allison, that is everything we need to play a game of Fool-Us.
Great.
Now, Allison, remember, the object of this game is to find the king of spades. wherever it happens to be in the deck. And we'll do this with a little help from Penn and Teller. Allison, would you lift off about half of those cards? And I'll place Penn and Teller in at that exact location. You can actually drop the whole pile right back on top.
Oh.
We'll sort of bury them in the middle and hold it face down in your hands.
Easier said than done.
You're doing great. Now, earlier, we had the real Penn and Teller work together to create a playing card. That's how they chose their card. And in a moment, miniature Penn and Teller are going to do the same thing. All you have to do is give the cards a little shake like this. Perfect, a professional. Now you can spread the cards face down across the table.
Oh, man.
You're doing good, you're doing good.
I really practiced during the down season.
We're hunting for those Penn and Teller cards. I think I see one of them poking out here.
I do too.
There's Teller.
I see Teller.
Keep spreading. I think there's
Hey.
Penn. Something has happened, Allison. There is now one card face down in between. That's the card that they picked. And wouldn't it be amazing if they picked the same card as the real Penn and Teller?
Yeah.
Do you remember what card we're looking for?
The King of Spades.
The King of Spades. Go ahead and turn it over yourself. Whoa! You did it! Now, you are right, Allison. You won the game, so you win the trophy. And let's give it up for Allison Hannigan. Now, Allison, I'm very happy you won the game. And I'm glad you earned the trophy. But I have to admit, I'm hoping that maybe I can go home with a trophy tonight as well. That's why there's one more phase to this game. You see, when I was designing all of these components for the game, I tried to simulate this Fool Us experience as closely as possible. But I don't just mean Fool Us in general. I mean this specific Fool Us experience. You see, even though Penn and Teller could have worked together to select any one of these 52 playing cards, I knew that Teller would want to go for the king, and that Penn would want to go for the spades, and that together they would create the King of Spades. And that's how you play Penn and Teller Fool Us Home Edition.
This is so creative.
Yes. My two passions in life are magic and board games, so I thought I had to combine the two if I was going to come on Fool Us. It was many weekends up late at night. It was a lot of work, but I wouldn't have been able to do it with all my family and friends helping me out.
And is it designed to always win?
Yes. It was rigged in your favor, Allison.
Oh, that's my favorite type of magic trick. Hopefully it's rigged in your favor, too.
We'll see.
All right, it's time to put Penn and Teller on the spot. Guys.
We are so flattered. What a lot of work.
Yes.
That's beautiful. We don't even want to talk about your trick. We just want to talk about the home game.
Yes.
Home game only seems like such a great idea. It wouldn't only be this trick, right? There'd be other tricks. And
sure. Yeah.
So there'd be a whole index in there, how you pick which trick you're going to do and all of that. And is this a durable home game? I mean, once you played with the deck for a while, would you have another deck you could ring in after that, and so it would never wear out? Just keep going, playing the home game forever?
Yeah.
You've been working on this for a while, right? This trick?
Yeah.
So all the directions that are in there you have memorized, I'm sure.
I do.
This is a great idea for Fool Us. You'll be playing at home. I think you've worked out absolutely all the problems. And as far as the trick, we had a couple ideas in there about how you did it.
So based on those clues, did they figure out your trick?
I have to say, I was really hoping to go home with a trophy tonight. So it's a good thing. I printed extras.
Yay! Cheers!
Thank you so much.
More magicians take the stage when we come back. And later on, Penn and Teller perform too. Stick around. We're back with more Fool Us fun. Let's meet our next magician.
Hi, I'm DK from South Korea. In 2003, I competed in my first magic competition. The judges said, "Your magic is skillful, but not original. So I promised to create something no one has seen before for new ideas. I look to movies instead of magic. The Invisible Man is my favorite. A hand you can see is making things happen. This is the illusion I will perform tonight. Taylor is one of my biggest heroes. The way he plays with shadow intrigues me. I hope to inspire Taylor the way he has inspired me. I want him to say, now that is what I call originality.
Please welcome the mind-bending magic of DK. beautiful.
너무 멋있었어요.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. How does it feel to perform in Vegas?
베가스에서 이렇게 공연하니 어떤 기분이 드나요?
Well, it's such an honor to me for having this amazing night with Penn and Teller and all of you guys here in Vegas. I don't know what to say, but I feel like I'm dreaming. Yeah.
That's not it. All right, Penn and Teller have had enough time to think it over, so let's see if you fooled them. Guys.
DK, what a great routine. Just loved it. Really loved it. And you know, with that kind of high concept, beautiful thing, you're almost guaranteed for Teller to like it. That's the kind of thing Teller loves. Teller's the kind of child who walked around his room with a flashlight and objects and looking at them. I'm not that kind of child. That's the kind of stuff that you were doing, kind of stuff that categorically I don't like. I love this. And you're able to do something that thoughtful, that perfectly laid out, and still not have it feel pretentious. And that is a huge magic trick in itself. It's not precious. It's just beautiful. And that line is hard to draw. And the routine used mechanical stuff. It used science. It used raw sleight of hand. It used this genius move of having the screen being necessary to cause the magic and also necessary to accomplish the magic. We've seen a lot of beautiful acts on this show, and this is my favorite because of your humility and your raw skill. Having said all that, it's very difficult to speak in code, although in this case maybe speaking English really fast would work, but because there were so many different beats. But I'd like to sum it up to say it was beautiful. I don't think it fooled us, and I don't care. It's gorgeous.
So do you believe that they know how you did your trick? That they figured it out?
펜앤텔러가 속지 않았다는 것을 믿습니까?
뭐 저는 그게 상관없이 좋은 제 공연을 보여주고 싶었다고.
No matter if Penn and Teller actually got it or not, my intention wasn't to really fool you guys, but to perform my own.
You did it beautifully.
You did it beautifully. Oh, thank you so much, DK! Oh, don't go anywhere. That's an order from the top. Me. Stick around. Welcome back. I promised more magic was coming up, and I'm a woman of my word. Check out our next potential fooler.
I went to my dad's work one summer, and some guy said, "Come here, kid." He reached behind my ear, pulled out a quarter. He gave it to me. I said, "Dad, who was that guy?" He said, "Oh, it's a magician friend of mine. Magicians can make money appear out of thin air. I want that job." After graduating college, I got a regular job working at a bank. I couldn't help but do magic all the time, just trying to get customers to open accounts, showing them magic tricks. Now I do 400 shows a year, and I get to travel with my wife and daughter. I love it so much. I mean, I lost my dad to Parkinson's disease when I was 25 years old. Now that we've had some success in our career, we worked with a Parkinson's disease charity in memory of my dad. If my dad could see my career now, he would be so proud, because I know he's still taking care of me.
Please welcome Virginia's own Wes Isley.
Wow. I can't believe I'm here tonight. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I'm going to try to fool Penn and Teller with nothing more than a $50 and a prediction. Allison, can I borrow you for 1 second? Do you have a pocket you can slip this into?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So that's a prediction. I gave it to you before the trick started. Just remember that, okay? I also need you to examine this $50. Check it out. Make sure nothing tricky's going on. In a second, we're going to play the world's largest game of heads and tails. I need everyone in the room to go ahead and stand up. Penn and Teller, you two, please, if you could also stand up. Now, in playing the world's largest game of heads and tails, if everybody just yells out heads and tails, there's no way I would know who said what.
Right.
So you're going to have to give me a sign or a signal. So the signal I made up for heads looks like this. So go ahead, everybody show me heads. Okay, and tails is hands by your side. Perfect, perfect. How's the coin? Everything good?
Coin?
You're going to be the eyes and ears of the audience. So when I flip the coin in the air and throw it on my hand, you have to tell everyone how it landed. Like right now, it is...
Heads.
And this way would be...
Tails.
I had a lady say eagle side the other day. You're already doing better than her. You're doing great. You're doing great. Now I have to trust you on this because I'm going to be looking at the audience.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Round one. You guys ready? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, choose. Perfect.
Heads.
Heads. Now all the tails have a seat. See how quickly eliminate the audience? Penn and Teller? Okay, all right, here we go. They're already out. This is good. This is good. I think I've already fooled them. I think it's great. All right, ready? You guys can relax between the rounds. Relax between rounds. Round 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, choose.
Tails.
All the heads have a seat. Perfect. Here we go. Choose.
Tails.
All the heads have a seat.
I think they think they're going to win the
Okay,
coin.
now here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. You are going to win a grand prize. I promise you're going to win a grand prize for playing. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, choose.
Heads.
Tails have a seat. All right. We're trying to eliminate these people. Here we go. Ready? Choose.
Heads.
Tails have a seat. Okay. Winner gets a grand prize. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, choose.
Tails.
Down to 3.
Final 3.
Here we go. And he's already going up, man. Wait for the coin flip, man. Ready? 1, 2, 3, choose.
Tails.
All right, all right, all right. It's you, sir, against you.
Oh, boy.
Don't pick the same thing. So far in the game, you guys pick the same thing every round. Here we go. Choose.
Tails.
This guy just won! Give this guy a big round of applause! Come on up here, sir. Come on up. All right. Good job, good job. You're going to stand right here for me, sir. Right here. Face the audience. Perfect. I like purple, man. That's my favorite color. I like it. Looks good. I have a prediction over here, Allison. For the first time, can you open that up?
Okay.
Read that out loud. It says...
It says, the luckiest person will be wearing a black jacket, purple shirt, glasses, and has a beard.
Come on, guys. If everyone could give this guy a big round of applause, you're awesome. Thank you very much.
Wes Isley, everyone!
I could not love that more.
So, what's the best part of magic for you?
Just the fact that I get to do it with my family.
Your daughter performs as well.
Yeah, I have an 8-year-old daughter, and she's on the road with us, my wife and daughter and I, and
Wow, and
Yeah.
when did she start performing?
when she was 4 days old.
4 days.
4 days old.
Oh.
So my wife was told that we were going to have a baby December 31st. That's great. But that's New Year's Eve. That's a big night for magicians. So I'm like, if I'm not at the show, I could get sued. If I'm not there for the birth of my child, my wife's going to kill me. Dude, what can we do? So we induced her. She was born on the 28th, and 4 days later, we took a final bow with her at the end of the show.
Oh, that's fantastic. Aw. Is she here tonight?
Yes, my wife and daughter are in the audience. Wave, girls, wave.
Hi. Aw. All right, well, let's go to the guys and see if you fooled them.
All right.
Penn, Teller.
I got to tell you, Wes, first thing Teller said to me, that is the most Penn trick we've ever had on the show. That is a trick I have been trying to do for about 10 years. I always want the entire audience to be voting and be eliminated. I'm always looking for that. As soon as you started the premise, I was just crazy in love with this routine. I don't care what Teller thinks of it. Although Teller liked it, I liked it more. We also love the fact that you traveled here with just a coin. Now, here's where we come down to where the game's actually played, okay? We first thought that you were taking a glimpse of the coin before you decided head or tails. We decided you didn't do that. We know you did not get a glimpse. We think there's a switch there after she examined it and you're using a gaffed coin. We're trusting on your honor. Is the coin gaffed? Not a gaffed coin at all?
No, sir.
Shut up.
I think that was his wife.
No, we're not done. We're not done yet. Okay. There's nothing I like more than chance. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. Pull out the damn coin. Pull out the coin. Put it in your hand. You flip it in the air. You catch it. I'm going to call it. If I call it correctly, you didn't fool us.
Oh.
If I call it wrong, you fooled it. Same way you did it.
Well, stand up and play the game.
I will play the game.
Here we go.
Okay.
You're going to get it wrong.
I don't think so.
Choose.
Tails. Penn and Teller got knocked out by this last trick. We'll send them back into their corner and have them ready for another round when we come back. Welcome back to Fool Us. Curious about our next act? I'll let you take a peek right now.
I grew up with a family of magicians. My dad and my mom worked together. I was my dad's little assistant, starting when I was 5 years old, bringing props on stage, bringing tables on stage, and just getting used to being in front of an audience. Since I was a little girl, I loved to read fashion magazines. Fashion for me was always life. Fashion just expresses your personality. And then I thought I could use fashion to do some magic. There aren't any books about how to do fashion magic, so I had to invent all by myself. I cannot show you a single card trick, but I can show you 1,000 things with fashion. It's something quite new in the world of magic because not that many magicians do it. Penn, Teller, you've seen magicians with amazing hands, but not like this.
incredible.
Thank you very much.
I kept going back and forth between watching you and then watching Teller's face watching it.
Oh, good.
Because he was so entertained.
That's great. Yeah.
Oh, and how long have you been performing this?
This I've been performing for quite a few years now. It's like my signature piece that I love to do, that I'm doing all over the world.
Yeah.
And I just love fashion. So I thought I would combine these two passions, magic and fashion,
Yeah.
and make it into one big weird thing, you know? And that's what I just love to do.
Yes. Okay. Looks like they're ready. Boys?
Boys?
Alana, we've seen a lot more than just your act here. We really feel like this is a major change in magic. You know, we have ranted and raved about how the boys club has never let women in. And magicians are stuck using the techniques of people that wore tuxedos with tails. And all of that had this stuff built in. And I've never seen an act like this before. Neither of us have. Where you've taken clothes that look contemporary and beautiful and natural and used all these wonderful manipulative techniques. It's just incredible. I mean, I would like to think that this act will spawn hundreds of women ripping you off. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. The stuff you've built into this, just beautiful. And as we went by in real time, there were every move we couldn't figure out. And then we had to go back and think a little bit. We didn't know at the moment, that we had to think back and do the work. We so want to say you fooled us, but I don't think you did, but I do believe that right now on this stage, you changed magic for the future.
Thank you. That's very important for me.
That's amazing. So do you agree that you didn't fool them?
Yeah, I was sure. I'm just very, very proud to be here, presenting this to you, my heart, my passion, and I hope it can inspire a lot of girls to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And-
It's
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alana. If you've been waiting to see Penn and Teller perform some magic of their own, you're in luck. Penn and Teller are up next. Stick around. Joined by John and Owen of the Passing Zone, here to close out our show is our own legendary duo, Penn and Teller.
Juggling and magic are kind of siblings in the variety arts, and we usually do magic. We all both do a little bit of juggling. Teller's going to do some juggling for you now. He's going to build a card castle. Now, this is a kind of juggling that's balanced juggling and very, very delicate. So as he's doing this, please, no sudden movements and certainly no flash photography. Be respectful as Teller builds a card castle for you here. You know, Teller, the Passing Zone, you know, John and Owen, the great jugglers, probably the best in the world. They were on a show last year. They're in town, and they love juggling of all kinds. I wonder if I can invite them out to watch you with that. Okay? Now, John, Owen, come on, you can just watch what Teller's doing. It's really astonishing. It's so delicate and careful, and a kind of juggling you don't see often.
Yes, Teller, that is great.
I love that already.
Oh, yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Once again, be respectful, no flash photography.
Such great precision. Yeah.
It's just really beautiful.
Hey, I got the saw.
Okay, and I've got the stun gun.
Look at that. No flash photography, please. Teller's doing a beautiful job
Here
here.
we go. Up, down. Up,
get it.
Yeah, please, once again, no flash photography. Teller needs to focus and concentrate.
Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Let's do this.
Here we go.
Remember, no flash photography. Let Teller focus.
Forgot the blindfold.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
That's
ready.
it. Penn, tell him where to throw. Now.
Higher.
Now.
Higher.
Now.
To the right.
Now.
To the left. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. That's really amazing. Just
You guys,
Look at that.
Look, he's done it.
Yeah.
Teller's done it. Oh, that's
so
incredible.
amazing.
Let me just get that.
I thought I said no. There was supposed to be no